Let's create a simple stained glass effect in Brahma Engine. This is death row level from Duke Nukem 3D, and its stained glass was the simple opaque texture. You couldn't see anything behind it in Vanilla Duke. And let's change it a bit by editing the map. There are two textures in the game like this. Both are intended to be opaque, and if you make it transparent in build engine, it will look like this, partial transparency, but it doesn't look like stained glass because you should use multiply blend mode like this one. And multiply blend makes the background darker, like a color filter. It may be a bit too dark, and we may want to bleach the texture a bit. As you might know, the multiply blend doesn't brighten the texture in Brahma Engine, unlike the divide blend. There are several blend modes that you can cycle through. Addition, multiply, 50% makes, subtract, divide, and colorize. It is like multiply, but it overrides the color of the background with foreground color. So the stained glass is more realistic when you make it using multiply blend, but there's still something wrong with it. You can see the border is pitch black and doesn't look that good. So let's fix it by adding a thing or a sprite in front of the stained glass. Copy the texture, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and make it vertical appearance so it would stay on top of the wall texture, and change its blend mode to add additive. And the palette, there are a series of palettes, and they are a bit different from Vanilla Duke because I added support for color lighting, and there are some extra palette swaps that are, for example, there's a series of inverted color palettes. This one can be used for borders on this stained glass, just to make it dark enough so it wouldn't interfere with the stained glass itself. And now we can move it off the wall a bit. To do this, Alt-G to make great depth to the wall, and just place the sprite, this thing, and at the middle of the wall at some distance, small distance that would be just to make it look more volumetric. Add some volume to this texture. Basically we have two layers. The back layer has a multiply blend, and the front layer will be additive blend with inverted colors in it. So that might look still a bit off, but it looks I think it looks better than the original stained glass if we change the background texture to brighter texture, like for example this one. Just copy it to these walls and align it with each other using the apostrophe key, and we should adjust the altitude of these things to match the placement of the mask texture. So there is a simple way to make a stained glass in Brahma Engine, and we can do the same thing with this stained glass. Add the thing, insert key to add, insert the thing, copy texture to it, make it additive blend mode, and inverted colors is 29, and number 29 palette, and make it darken offset, correct brightness, and place it at some distance from the wall. So basically that's it. Personally, I like the reddish tint more than the original colors. It looks cool. Okay, we may copy this texture here as well. Now it looks like that. So that's it. You can save your map. Control F2 will save current map, overwriting the BHM file if there exists, or converting the build map format to Brahma Engine format. And another mode, interesting blend mode, is subtract and divide modes. They're useful for decal sprites. For example, if we select this texture and make it translucent like in Build Engine, it would look like this, and it doesn't look that good for this type of texture. If you want to simulate some lighting effects in Build Engine, it was a bit weird on textures like this. So there are also subtract mode that is useful for decals and divide mode that makes this thing look like this. So it's like this spotlight is directed to this wall from somewhere, and it pretty much more realistic than we would use plain mixing transparency. And it because it divides by inverted colors, you can adjust, tweak these effects as you wish, making it more intense or more subtle and at your taste or artistic choice. So that's what can be used in your maps as well. So here you are. Have a nice one.